Okay.
And how might I help the garrison today?
And how might I help the garrison today? We're doing some hunts.
I haven't seen any of those beastly blue eyes.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Bum 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 bum. I should have two.
Caution, brother.
Caution, brother. Was it here? I think it was. Ew, I might be wrong. No, I think it's further up. It's further up.
You deserve a rest.
Oh! I missed time. Oh. Gosh darn. Oh. There we go. Well, that was easy. At least the end bit. Dark steel.
I'm getting tired of these things.
Dark steel. No. I think we got what I need for Ragnarok. Or the upgrade to Ragnarok. I have more stuff to do. More side quests.
So what?
Yes. Gotterdammerung.
No
Yes.
scratches, right?
If there's a better version of this weapon, I'd be surprised. Unfortunately, I do still need to make Ouroboros, in which I need Orichalcum for.
And
But that last upgrade isn't major. It's just a little bit more defense. And then I have whoever this is, who is right at the Royal Meadows. Meadows. Sambrak. I don't know where that is. It's the Holy Empire of Sambrak. Have I never been there? Where's more? I don't recognize. Oh. Okay. That's alright. I know where I need to go. No longer need this.
now might I help the garrison today?
How might I help the garrison today?
Haven't seen any of those beastly blue eyes. Do be careful.
Do be careful. The Kashik mugger. So much of this northern area is flooded with the Kashik. I'm gonna assume the lone guard standing there is our opponent.
Be safe.
Did seem I'm right. Are you a Kashik? You don't seem a Kashik.
You're the outlaw.
Nope.
You drove His Highness to madness on your knees.
He has heard. And it doesn't look like he's willing to listen.
Oh.
Only your death will tell.
Jesus. Jesus. I missed the timing. Ooh, I'm so glad that I did that. I missed the timing. I need to be very cautious right now. Woo! Phantom March. I don't understand his moves. Oh, I'm panicking. Mistimed. Didn't get that part mistimed. That was close. That was a lot of damage. I got meteorite for that. Okay.
Dion would have been glad to have you back at his side.
No, that is a shame.
Well, this isn't at all foreboding.
Well, a place on the map. Time to head back to the hideaway. Maybe buy some potions again. I have another mission there.
You alright? About that.
If there is anything I can do to help you kill this Ultima bloke, you just say the word, eh? You could promise to take Sid's name off my hands.
Oi!
Don't even joke about that. Anyway, I thought you said you hadn't finished with it yet. I did, didn't I? Now, if you want to give me an even grander title, something to rival your Sid the Outlaw, that'd be a different story.
See.
Gav the Magnificent? Gav the Almighty? Gav the Lionheart? Something along those lines? I'll leave that to you to decide. I'm sure you're more than capable of choosing the perfect moniker for Sid's right-hand man. Right-hand man, eh? I'll take it.
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Etta's baby will be coming soon and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, I'll let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Ed is due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught luckier in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I'd try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need. A feather.
That or the bird whose arse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
So we still have a couple more missions. Well, a couple more than I expected, at least. There's a lot more than expected. The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now, but there's still a lot you have to learn about that hound of yours. He'd step in front of a bloody, ridgy behemoth of him at protecting you. Doesn't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of Kupo nuts. You'd do good to remember that, Karen. I'm not so foolish to believe that a single shaming at the hands of town urchins can dispel a lifetime of hatred built up in one's heart, just as a pot cannot be cleaned by reminding it of its grime. It takes effort, persistence, and more often than not, a stiff brush and bucket of lye. But, more than that, it takes time. Fortunately, your courage and leadership has granted us that. We must now decide whether to embrace or waste it. Wise man once said, the night is always darkest before dawn. It is a good thing that I can count, I count one who burns so bright amongst my friends. I read this already. I'll read no. I already have read this, I think. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on her heart. And we would be poor friends indeed if we not seek to lighten that burden, but only a fraction. Before we depart for the skies, I would speak on this more in private.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
I wasn't done reading. Do you remember what you told me that night at Phoenix Gate? That while the fate of Rosaria sits on my shoulders, the fate of its dominance sits upon yours? But are we not both dominants of fire? Does not the flame of our forebears burn in both our hearts? Should I not protest you as you have Should I not protect you as you have protected me? You have chosen to be my shield. Now let me choose to be yours. Is this not what our fathers wanted? What Sid wanted? To cast aside fate and forge our own paths? Grant me this, Clive. Let me be your strength. You're not long removed from the when last you placed yourself between us and peril. I sit and pen yet another letter in which I try to find the words to somehow express the gratitude of an entire town. Still, something feels different about our latest triumph. Where in the past we leaned ever so heavily upon your good graces, this time we found strength elsewhere, in ourselves. Hardship has shown us that which should have been apparent all along. We are not so different as we want to believe. Does a peasant love his homeland any less than a noble? Does a bearer love his family any less than another man does his own? If this love that has united us and given us strength, it is, sorry. Should every thrall, Akashic bandit, and brigand in the realm come charging our gates, we will not fret, we will not falter, we will fight and we will win. Isabel. What? You didn't think I was saying that stuff about hiding my... you didn't think I were just saying that stuff about hiding my engine, did you? Well, you know, I've already a fine spot picked out and everything. But if you're going to go on this grand adventure, you'll need to be quick about your business with that ruddy god of yours. Take too long and someone more clever might beat you to the prize. Suppose in that case I could bury you one of my lesser inventions. Goddess knows I've countless. Bringing together 3 men from different backgrounds was not to be without difficulty. However, come together we did for a better Valisthea. The triunity was but a first step. A longer, more bitter journey awaits us all, one that will almost certainly end in hardship. Yet what matters most is not the destination, but we learn from one another while on the road there. You have paved that road for us with your courage, Clive. Now we must have the courage to walk it. Your loving uncle.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to it.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
Let's knock that out first. What? Oh. Are they all dead? Is that what that is?
This is the place, but
I'm sorry, Clive.
there's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone at the backyard? To the hideaway, then. Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo near some gutted hovel not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
You don't help me. You don't help me.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, I don't mean we have to.
I've got greens.
Let's get this stall set up.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone? Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine?
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
Scrape.
Doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000 Akashic jars.
Can I help you with something?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's Ride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here...
Faster!
Faster!
Can hardly make out
Someone's brave. Tracks. I'll lift my bandits for a change.
I suppose it's time to be attacked.
More tracks. And these look fresh. The chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is. I don't hear anything.
If all I need is the feather.
Well, I'll be damned.
Except there's no way I don't get attacked.
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
Color me surprised.
No trouble at all. Still. Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
I forgot that I had to hand it.
Crystal's crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long. Even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So
Nice.
all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go. What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Now will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Okay.
Ah, me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is,
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
we did. Aye, it's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, my lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced.
Dang, you can put them down, eh?
Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learn from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
Yeah, it made me feel sad for him.
I may have had one too many.
You think?
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Do you think they'll come back?
Of course they will. It's just a big crystal.
Say what you will. Maybe Karen is... This should tide us over to the new moon.
What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Wait, I don't have to travel anywhere. Oh boy.
And
I'm
now
already
I help the
getting...
garrison today.
Yeah, we're getting pretty close to an hour, but that's alright.
Haven't seen any of those beastly blue eyes. Do be careful.
I will.
Come on.
Hopefully that staggered it.
Fast. Where do we
Oh.
even start?
Yote mentioned
That
the
hurt.
coastline. We can start there.
I see him.
You see them?
Oh wait, my bad. I got hit by something.
Our friends.
I should have dodged that. No.
What do you see, boy? Let's hope this is the last one.
I missed the
Only one way to
dodge.
find out.
Help me, boy.
Ow. combos are not on point today. Not at all. Which is unfortunate.
That was harder than I expected. But found her. It was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
No, she's up on the balcony, okay. Edda seems fond of the silver bow we gave her, so much so she's been taking to setting it atop her belly as she rests. To hear her tell it, the rascal kicks something fierce when she does too. Sounds like we've found another, sounds like we've another fighter on our hands, and none too soon. I can hardly wait to teach her new little curse breaker everything I know. But I suppose we can all celebrate first. No need to get ahead of ourselves now, Gav. The emblem of the Vale, Northreach's far-famed House of Ill Repute. The town is a gateway to the imperial capital of Oriflame, where waves of old money and new lap against the opposing sides of the Great Wall. However, the Vale's proprietor, Isabel, knows it best as a safe haven in the storm. The town that took her in and the man she loved when the rest of the world shunned them. Briar's Kiss signboard. The emblem of the Briar's Kiss, the finest forge in Dalamil, run by its puckish and precarious young forge master, Lubor. He inherited both his forge and the role of Desert Hare from his predecessor, the original Resina Dalamil, though the mayoralty of Dalamil, through the mayoralty of Dalamil, he won entirely by his own merits, though. Yeah. Archduke Elwin's helm, worn in his victorious campaign to quell the northern uprising, and later laid to rest upon his memorial stone. Now it sleeps in Clive's chambers, a constant reminder of bravery and selflessness of the man in whose footsteps he and his brother mean to follow. Mid's dangerous dream of flight, immortalized in miniature, though the experiment ended in failure, Mid has allowed Clive to keep hold of this model so that once her renown has grown, he might sell the piece for an exorbitant amount of gil. Signed import is old by representatives from Rosaria, Dalmekia, and Sambrek. This mutual accord sets the stage of a new age in storm, if not officially, then at least in spirit. Wintermead, a gift from Gav. This potent potable is made from honey, collected in the northern territories short summers, and fermented slowly over the next 6 moons. Despite an obvious inability to hold its drinks, Gav has insisted that he be allowed to share the bottle when the time comes to crack the seal. Charred sparring sword. Clive's old sparring sword, salvaged by Torgal in the aftermath by the Iron Blood invasion and hidden at Clive's original hideaway, the Rookery. It is a reminder of who Clive once was and who he has become. as well as an unbreakable bond between lifelong friends.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Cool, I leveled up. I haven't actually ever looked at the stats when I got them. It doesn't seem like it's too much of an increase, but that's fine. Okay. Okay. I think those are DLC, so I guess we start that before. Do we not have... Okay. Look, that's good and all, but we don't get... I like Jill more than Joshua, but like we don't get Joshua as well. Why can't I get Joshua as well?
Brother, I put Father's helm in your chambers. He should be with you when his vision is finally realized.
Thank you, Joshua. For everything.
Don't mention it. Clive.
He always wanted to try to spur me on, to give me courage. I knew his words were meant with kindness, but as a boy they cut me deeply. How keenly they made me feel of my own weakness, my own inadequacy. It was only after we lost him that I realized he believed in me. He only wished that I would believe in myself. Father's words have been to me as a torch in the darkness, banishing the fearful shadows and illuminating the path ahead.
His flame burns in your heart.
Brother, as it does mine, and it is that flame that shall continue to light our path, all the way to the very end.
Shall we then?
I cannot make him travel with me as well. I like the blue, but I like the gloves on that so much. I just don't care as much for the rest of the outfit. And same with that. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. 1 second. There we go. Oh, I have both. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I wanted. Oh, right. It's R in this. One sec.
Run like the wind.
Darn.
Might this be Mickelberg?
It might be.
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah, did you too heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed. This village is their altar.
I wouldn't
where
trust that
they
then.
shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves.
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me, but did another foreigner like me come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Storm? Yes. He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Well, I have the feeling he's not alive. Oh, so he is. I'm surprised.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you. Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... 'tis different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become a Kashik. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great...
Sounds like they were successful.
Something is happening.
I'll go and find out what. Stay here. Beneath the flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do. Echoes as well. I found her.
Huh?
Oh, you are here, okay.
Ready,
Yeah, I am.
Ready.
What made you think I wasn't here? I actually didn't hear you. To be fair, you are very quiet right now.
Well, that can always be changed.
Marginally too loud, but...
God fucking damn it.
Yeah, that's better. I do not intend to start the DLC today.
What now?
It's too much to start. For all I know, it could be an hour worth of cutscenes. It could be. Final Fantasy, this one at least has a lot of cutscenes.
Yeah.
There's plenty of fighting, but definitely a lot of cutscenes.
I've killed your kind before.
I'm fighting Titus. Not Titus this time. Different Final Fantasy character. Ah! He is a man of fire, and he hurts. I cannot hear you over the gameplay now. I need you to be marginally louder. I apologize.
But not a captain nor lieutenant.
No. Ow!
That bodes well for you.
It also helps that I have ice powers.
Yes. That
But
also
I'm
bodes well for you.
but I'm also using fire, but you know. Jesus Christ, that hurt. I didn't know that was a move that he could use. It also helps that I'm like nearly 10 levels higher than him. And I'm kind of built for boss slaying. No! I messed up my combo. It's still gonna do damage. Let's see, that's some damage there. Whew. That hurt. He did not have much health left by the second stagger. I try to two-cycle all the bosses in this game. Speaking of, it's gonna crash soon.
It's about near the 2-hour mark already.
1 hour and 14 minutes.
Yeah.
It's at the point where it could crash at any minute.
Damn it.
What's your bet?
That's my what?
What's your bet? What you gonna bet?
Hour 30.
Betting me.
If it's within 10 minutes of that. That gives me a 1 in 6 chance.
Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord. Just as I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
I don't know if I'd call that saved, but whatever. The darker Final Fantasies have always ended up being my favorites, though.
They are saved. Found her. I should get this report to Cyril.
Not big that it traveled me to a different section of the land, but you know, here I am now, so.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I'm glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Did you just say bad instead of bade? Okay.
Very bade of you.
I bade you my... Or he bade me give you this.
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Nickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him...
I will not start...
the villagers, they were...
I'm blanking on the game.
Believers
the one you sent
in
me.
this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they
Death
might be
Stranding.
unburdened
I won't
of their
start
world.
it until Final Fantasy's done, though. I want to get this
Their wish was
completed.
granted. Your brother sacrificed himself.
But
that they might live.
I'll slot it in
Even
Saturdays.
knowing
I'll
that
find a
life
place to make it fit.
was death by another name.
That's scary.
I'm not gonna lie, I really don't care. I just want to talk to you about it. I don't even care if I'm dead to watch.
Heroes end.
No. Like I said, I'll find room to make it fit.
For the right to choose how one dies.
Does James want to be there when you do Yakuza? I take it.
Lives.
I don't know.
No.
Sid would agree.
Hello.
He wanted to build a world
Oh,
where people
you
could
spoke
live.
the word.
Does he waves? Yeah.
Exactly.
A noble ambition.
Did you hear what was asked?
To die for one's cause is the most
No.
perfect expression of
I was just wondering if you wanted to watch Fine play Yakuza.
Misguided others might judge one's
Of
decision.
course I do.
Duh.
That the decision is one's own.
Well, that might be difficult with our timings, Jay.
Of our order.
I don't have to.
We protect them. And yes.
But if I just happen to be around, I'd like
That
to.
is fair.
For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them. And you still believe that what he did was right.
I believe that he...
Are you nearing the end of 16? Or are you like...
I've unlocked the 2
There's a
other
bunch of side
DLCs,
quests.
But willing servants.
which will all be done before the final
This was
boss.
his will. The ultimate
But I
expression
think I'm nearing all the side, or the end of all the side quests in the main game.
Right. I'd like to know this
I
man's
believe.
name, Cyril. To know the names of all the
Okay.
undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House
I
Rosfield.
should say when I guess it's gonna
Though
crash at
our
1:30.
duties may
I
differ,
mean,
yours is no
okay.
less important.
I mean the 1:20 to 1:30, mate. Yeah.
And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
I got another thing of orichalcum, so I can make the last strong upgrade that I'm aware of. And then I'll have the strongest armor and the strongest weapons. So... Can I... Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button there. Ow, my knee! I just banged it. Where's the other mission? It's at the reading table.
What do I owe the honor? Saying Fordian, do you?
It's time to craft Ouroboros.
You should not do that.
Ouroboros has been crafted and is equipped.
No. Ryan's turning into fucking Wesker.
We need total global saturation.
And you only have minutes to play?
7 minutes, 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you.
7 minutes. I still love that video of the Dead by Daylight where the meme of like 7 minutes is all I have to play. If he didn't kill them in 7 minutes, he left.
The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. It's ironic to me that the line is also spoken in the game.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, 7 minutes is a thing that he can say when you load in.
That's really fucking funny.
It is.
Right. That'll do, girl.
I've not been using Mega Flare.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates.
Well, one of the
different
things
story
I can
inside,
definitely say about Death Stranding to other viewers, it has introduced me to a new music artist I really like.
Chadwick was
I
being
see.
held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's thickest there.
Can I say what they're called?
Upper level.
Yeah, go ahead. Say the music artist.
Okay.
Stay safe.
Yeah, they're called Low War. I don't know. I just the kind of music I've been vibing to lately.
That's fair. I've learned that a genre that I've been listening to a while has a name that I didn't know about.
I hope not.
Yeah, that's a thing. Like, shit you listen to all the time, sometimes it just has a random ass name, doesn't it?
Well, mine's pretty obvious. I listen to a lot of, like, parodies and game music stuff, and
locked up tight.
It's called
Is that not just
nerdcore.
parody music?
Nerdcore.
It's what?
Nerdcore. When you have, I mean, parody is its own thing, but like, I'm talking about, like, I listen to, like, people making rap battles of characters and making raps for characters in ciphers.
I see. So, like, still original music, but reference to
Some can be.
Inside the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've listened to that type of music for a while.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And
I have 3 more side quests I intend to do. Unless I get another main game side quest. I don't know how useful the crafting materials have been, if I'm being honest, in this game. Like, I feel like I get a lot of crafting materials that I don't necessarily need.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
My sword is now upgraded to a German name that I think it's a German name that I don't know the meaning or significance of.
Speak it.
I'll give it to you once I finish reading this, which I won't read out loud because I don't want to spoil James.
Oh, yeah, I suppose James does play that game, doesn't he?
I don't think he cares about the name of the sword, but this he definitely would care about. You never answered me, James. Is James here?
No, if James. Yeah, I don't know if James is here.
Time to spoil the whole game until he comes back.
Yeah. Spoil the entire plot in a minute.
They were feeding bears to it. This is even worse than I feared. Nothing but a Akashic down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs.
The weapon's name is Götterdämmerung. Oh, it gives me the meanings. If Ragnarok was forged to mark the War of the Gods, the Götterdämmerung, meaning Twilight of the Gods, was forged to mark the fall of the self-same deities.
Interesting.
Or it might be Norse, actually, since it's talking about Ragnarok, but...
I should go and see how Doris is
I was
getting
gonna
on.
say, if it's referring to Ragnarok, it's probably more close to Norse.
But, regardless, I did not know the meaning of that word. You know what? I'm just gonna use an ultimate ability. It still didn't kill.
It works, yeah.
Yeah. I lowered all of them to pretty low health. I just didn't feel like fighting them all. My ability will recharge anyways, so what difference does it make? How'd you get past the Akashic?
No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison.
She somehow just walked past the Akashic, I guess.
I've been reading some of his documents and...
They're just that good.
Can it?
Can they say?
Yes.
Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even, and those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here.
I'm about to fight a giant monster. I already know that.
I'll be there in a moment.
Boom. By the way, I just learned the F1 movie cost more than Top Gun Maverick to make.
That's kind of funny.
Like up to, I think it was like 300 million for the budget.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Actually wild. Come and face me. No? I guess not. I walked down to the middle of the arena expecting to have to fight. I've been known to be wrong every once in a while.
No, that's impossible.
I know. It's so rare that it was thought to be. History in the making, though.
Survivor. sounds close.
Dang, I could hear her crying all the way from here?
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards, they're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger.
Also, I was wrong.
Ready when you are.
It's
Poor
past.
thing. He must have been terrified.
What? Oh, yeah.
Chadwick sent you.
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he?
Thought I heard something scratching, but I was wrong.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Something's. One of the animals
the
are
girl
scratching
safe.
at my
All
door.
right. You put that bearer-eating
I
bastard
think.
in the ground.
Possibly. I don't know.
I'm gonna save.
Good idea.
And I'm gonna beat the game to the crashing punch. Oh no! I'm back at desktop! Oh no! I couldn't have predicted this would happen. I'll go see which animal's scratching at my door real quick. You're not allowed in, but I'll give you some pets. No. Not allowed in. No! I said no! Bagel. No. Whatever. As long as he doesn't interrupt me, he can stay in the room, I guess. He won't. I was gonna say, if he wants out immediately, I'm gonna be mad. I would not appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's a corner you're not allowed in. There, I beat the game to the crashing punch. Yeah, Bagel? You gotta pick up on the mic at this rate.
We have to run.
I don't think he likes the
You're
fireworks.
safe now. We won't let it hurt you.
Yeah,
See how that
most
works
animals
for me.
down.
I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
And to be fair, it is essentially just colorful explosives.
That is what it is.
You want out,
All
Bagel?
that's in there is gunpowder and a few elements to make it sparkly.
Yeah. Oh, that's a behemoth and a half. Oh, and it's a hunt. Good. Another bounty down. Unless one I gotta worry about.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
the behemoth in the game unironically reminds me of how similar fighting it is in Monster Hunter. Ow. I missed the timing. Oh my god, I'm getting backhanded. I missed the timing on that. Oh, wrong. I spent too much time. That's gonna hurt my damage potential, but that's alright. I love doing 139,000 damage. I don't know what I can even use some of these components for. I'm pretty sure I have the best gear in the game.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
I heard the boom before it came across your mic.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the curse breakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
I think I'm back at the hideaway again. I am indeed back at the hideaway again. And I think I got my Genji gloves. Is that more hunts? I might have more hunts. Oh, I get my last thing here. Every epic starts with a single word, every symphony a single note. This is but the beginning. And forever shall your legend be told. Forever shall your legend be sung.
Here you are.
Sung in whatever fallen enigma
Come again.
is.
I may have more for you.
I have another hunt to do. I'm just gonna do these hunts once I finish the quest because they keep coming up. So it's time for me to head back. There's 2 more quests and then I can do whatever hunts are left. That'll probably take me till it's time to head to bed, honestly.
Yeah.
At least assuming that these are about the same length as the others have been.
I'm probably gonna head out soon myself.
Well, when you do, I shall wish you a farewell. Or I'll play this sound. Hold up. Ahem. Soundboard.
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
There.
I didn't do anything.
You didn't... It didn't play for you?
No.
Gosh darn it. I am playing it again.
That's fair.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Pretty sure it's a line from The Princess Bride. Okay.
His interests were certainly varied.
I don't feel like reading all that.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Well, I missed my chance to read it now. Because apparently that's the thing I was supposed to collect. It was a very long thing to read. No, and I'm gonna get jumped.
Leaving so soon, stranger. We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Wow, they're jumping.
Let's see, shall we?
Okay, Algio. I'll see you tomorrow. I missed the timing. Well, he didn't take too much to go.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait! Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Perhaps, but not doing that yet.
Fly, Ambrosia. back to the stables, Carl. This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
I can have both charged. Hold up. I did not realize that was possible. Welcome back.
Took a while, but I got there. I had to clean my room a little.
It took more than a while.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was a long time I was just here, but not really paying attention. But I apologize.
Disposed of.
But I'm here.
Conditioning.
Now.
This is nothing short of torture. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
Oh, it's in here. That it?
Something's missing. I need to go look for it. I will be right back.
Okay.
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
We're gonna get attacked by a Kashik.
Forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So many names.
Found what I was looking for.
Did you now?
I
Are
did.
you happy? Are you proud?
The case, I am. The case for my headphones is missing. But if it's not in here where it belongs, there's only one more place it could have been, and that was my sister's car. And it was, in fact,
this place is cursed.
Ow. Guess who was right about their prediction? Timing for that. Yeah, I took extra damage unnecessarily. Oh well. Boom, boom.
I'm done here. Let's go.
I have completed, as far as I'm aware, the last 2 side quests of the main game, Jay.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Sid. Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
No response. I see.
If I may, the bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Or any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces. Like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning. Never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive? When so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Do you suppose it's magic keeping the thing afloat?
What else could it be?
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her.
What am I
in
doing,
every
Ryan?
corner of the realm.
I don't know. You never told
And
me.
by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it,
You were supposed to tell me.
Truth so potent that an entire realm.
You're supposed to play a Metroidvania.
I too have always.
But I said I didn't want to because I had overdone it recently, right?
Oh.
She taught me that my solitude.
You're supposed to play an RPG.
But a gift.
Right.
And that, though my journey to the truth.
And then we decided I'd play Outer Worlds.
I do believe that's what we agreed, yeah.
More than worth the cost.
But I haven't done that yet.
Feel that way.
Yeah.
That you're not one of us.
And so why aren't you forcing it down my throat or something like this?
I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to
Because
the
I haven't done what I'm
I
supposed
find
to.
my thinking somewhat.
That's fair. It's a good point.
Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had
I
intended.
guess.
But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive. Belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
I do believe that leaves me with one last thing to do in this game. Two more things to do in this game. And I'm gonna have to look up where they are. Is that loud enough for you, Jay?
Yeah.
What are you even doing?
I'm putting a few coins away.
Let's see. Oh. I get the feeling I am not going to enjoy this fight. There's another quest. I don't see another quest here. Whatever. This is in where? Waloed. Oh, is that the thing that I think I was supposed to fight this thing and I didn't. Okay. An S-ring creature. Okay. Oh, this is my ears, Jay. Oh, crap. That tail hurts. Jesus. Oh, this is gonna be a multi-cycle fight. $141,000 damage, and it's not at half health, James. And I'm willing to bet that this thing can one-shot me if it really wanted to. Oh, that did damage.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I got hit by that. Oh. Still need more damage. This has been a 3-phase fight so far. Oh! Oh! Come on. Okay. That's what I needed to see happen.
No match for you, eh, Toggle?
That made me drink a couple of potions, James.
Ooh-wee.
I agree. This should be the last fight. Actually had me pressed for a little bit there. How often does that happen, James?
Very rare.
Hopefully with this master, it just means I get to use Can I use 3 levels of this, please? I can gain up to 5 levels. Oh, yes. Please tell me. Oh, yes. I just buffed my damage immensely, James. As long as I build up to the right level for it.
Be right back.
Okay, I see how it is.
I can walk from here.
We can fight from here. Okay. That hurt. Ooh. That hurt. That double hurt. I've yet to dodge an attack. The timing. Shoot. Oh. 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 Missed my timing. Okay.
Rest in peace.
Bang. Bang. I'm not willing to start that quest yet.
Still alive, are ya? Go on
No.
then.
Defender's a significantly worse weapon. That said,
You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price.
you know,
than
you're the
that.
one saying that when look at these prices
You're
that I'm
rubbing me
about to
blind, you
spend.
know. It'd better all be here.
Yeah, whatever. See.
You're rubbing me blind,
No,
you know.
I won't. But that sounds like it's amazing.
Less than 10 minutes until I have to go
Finished,
AFK
are
again.
ya?
Less than 10.
Less
What
than
makes
10.
you have to go so early?
No, I don't have to go. I said go AFK.
Yeah, what makes you have to go so early?
That it? Fine.
What's the slight banging?
Firework.
Oh, that's all. It sounded like knocking at your door, if I'm being honest.
Nope.
I'm missing 2 missives, Jay. You have a lot going on at your house.
Yeah, it's all around. I have to do the thing. I'll be right back.
Okay. Making amends. There's another quest. Okay.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
I have a feeling my quests are not quite over. That's alright.
Lawsman Hippocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion. I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? How will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's Roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe. Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. I have a few new notes that might interest you. There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it. I was wondering when next you'd visit. Despite scouring the shelves, I have found only one reliable reference to a place where wild wyvern tails are known to have grown. But it is in Waloed, by a waterfall near Rickmal's Roost, as I told you. I dare not ask that you undertake such a long and perilous journey on my account, of course, but were you to find yourself in the area?
Okay, sorry about that. What's that about, Bagel?
Go safely.
It'd be nice if I could get Dion with me as well.
Fly, Ambrosia. Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
I believe I found it. Crap.
Big enough for a bunch, I suppose.
A rather simple quest, I believe.
Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him. Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
No. It is time, then.
No. Only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself and to him how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray. Accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost.
It's me, I'm back.
Deja vu.
Yeah. But now I'm back.
No, I meant like all of this.
Yes.
I think
Thank you, Clive.
I finally did it.
Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. Sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T.
What is that
Graceful
loud noise?
loud noise.
Okay.
Expressing my gratitude.
The hell are you doing?
Putting coins away. They're gone now.
What's this? A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Nothing more at the hunt board, so that's good.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. You wish to study the tones?
Not quite enough. I think this is a good place to end it. I don't think there's anything more I have to do in the main quest line. So I will see everyone next time. Bye.